Good evening, folks. Welcome to another episode of Hayden Be Grilling. Now tonight we're gonna make some loaded steak nachos. We're gonna get the Blackstone fired up, so let's get started. Now the cut of meat we went with was some sirloin strip cut. They were already cut into strips, and we used some Tapatio Carne Asada marinade. We put it in there yesterday. I will include a picture of the Carne Asada packet, but this is the steak that we're going with. First thing we're gonna do is go ahead and slice up this bell pepper. All right, folks, sorry about that. I kind of got in a little zone. Forgot to push the button again, but we got our bell pepper sliced up. So now I'm just kind of slicing up some onion, and we're gonna add that to our little plate. All righty, so we got us a nice little medley looking about like this. We're just gonna set this to the side for now. Now in this pot here, I've emptied a can of black beans. I'm just gonna come back with a little bit of seasoning. This here is just some fajita seasoning. And then right here, we're just gonna make a pack of the Spanish rice. We're making it to the instructions on the packet. All right, so we've moved outside. We've already squirted some oil onto the Blackstone. We're gonna turn our burner on. I'm gonna kind of smear my oil around. Get this side good and oiled up. And we're gonna start adding our steak onto the griddle or the Blackstone. Now we got our steak on there, I'm gonna dump them bell pepper and onion on top. I'm gonna take my utensils here and just gonna kind of spread it all around, work it around. We want those onions to get good and cooked, as well as our peppers and of course the steak as well. Alrighty, so our food is about done on the Blackstone. So I've got this baking dish here, and what I'm going to do is go ahead and add my chips onto the dish. Now that we've got our chips on our baking tray here, we're just going to come back with our steak and our vegetables. We're just going to start adding them onto the chips here. All right, so we got our nachos or our chips down. We got our steak, our bell pepper, and our onion. Now I'm going to come back with those black beans that I made, or that we heated up a little bit ago, and kind of sprinkle them all along the top of it here. Now, remember that Spanish rice that we made earlier? We're gonna come back with it. We're just gonna kind of start sprinkling this along throughout the top here. All right, now, you cannot have loaded nachos without some queso, right? So this is some queso I bought at Walmart, and I heated it up. I'm gonna pour that all onto the nachos. All right, now we got our queso on there. I'm gonna come back with some of these sliced jalapeños and just kind of put them throughout. Now I'm only putting them on about half of the nachos because Brandy didn't want the jalapeños tonight. So I'm only gonna put them on about half. All right, so then we got our jalapeños on this half. I'm gonna come back with some shredded cheese. No, you're good. And add the shredded cheese onto the top here. The last thing to add to this, folks, we're just gonna run in some sour cream all along this. Now, folks, before I do my final taste test, we're gonna try this hot sauce here. It's made by Flatland Farm Company in Monette, Arkansas. Now, this hot sauce here is jalapeno and lime, and onions, white vinegar, garlic, paprika, cumin, pepper. So we're gonna put some of this on a chip here. We're gonna give it a little shot, give it a try. Wow. Wow. All right, folks, so I think this is the best way to get me a taste test done, so here we go with it. Oh. All right, so the nachos were fantastic anyhow, but then added in this hot sauce here by Flatland, and the hot sauce is not overpowering. It's not gonna melt your face off, but a very good flavor added in with what we've already got here, the steak, mixed in with that Tapatio Carne Asada. Very good marinade. If you don't have time to make a the marinade like we've made in some of the previous videos. Very good marinade, and the layers that we put on top of this, the onions, the bell pepper, the rice, the black beans, folks, this is so good. And the thing is, the options are limitless. You can do whatever you want with this, and if you don't have a Blackstone, you can cook the steak right there in the skillet. So you're not limited on this recipe by any stretch. I'll post the recipe for how I made it in the comments, but y'all please let me know what you think of the video. I'm telling you, if y'all can get a hold of some Flatland hot sauce, very good, very good. But y'all, again, let me know what you think of the video. Y'all please like, subscribe. We about to chow down.